This terrifying camping discovery will make you never enter the woods again. The forest is a place where many people like to go and explore. It's a great way to get away from the hustle and bustle of city life and just enjoy some peace and quiet. However, it's also important to be aware of your surroundings when you're in the woods because you never know what you might encounter. For example, this father and son found out the hard way when they were camping in the woods one night, and they heard a noise outside of their tent that made them think there was an animal trying to break into their tent. The noise got louder and more aggressive, banging on the tent and even trying to claw its way in. They started screaming and making tons of noise to try and scare whatever was out there away. But then they started hearing what sounded like heavy footsteps running around their tent. And that's when they knew they had to fight back because they were scared that whatever was out there was going to try and eat them alive. So the dad grabbed a knife and started stabbing wildly at the tent, not knowing what was on the other side. And when he finally pried open the tent and looked out, he saw the most terrifying creature he had ever seen in his life. A skinwalker is a malevolent witch that feeds on human flesh. According to Navajo legend, skinwalkers are witches who have the ability to shapeshift into various animals, including wolves, coyotes, bears, and mountain lions. These creatures are said to be incredibly powerful and dangerous, and those who encounter them in the wild are often torn apart limb from limb. Skinwalkers are typically depicted as evil witches who use their powers for nefarious purposes, such as causing harm to others or bringing bad luck to those around them. They are often associated with death, destruction, and disease, and are feared by many Native Americans. Despite their terrifying reputation, skinwalkers continue to appear in modern stories and legends, often depicted as mysterious and elusive creatures that are difficult to understand or defeat. Whether you believe in skinwalkers or not, there's no denying that these creatures have captured the imaginations of people around the world and have become an enduring part of folklore and mythology. Now let's get back to the story. A group of friends from South Dakota decided to go camping in the Beartooth Wilderness. They set up camp and went about their usual routine, but soon realized that something was off. Throughout the night they heard strange noises near their tents, which they assumed were just animals. However, in the morning after, they found that someone or something had been digging around in their food supplies. At first, they thought it was a bear, but then they noticed that the mess was too big for a bear to have made. One of the campers had left his window open, and his dog was missing. Then they heard chains dragging metal moans. They all screamed and huddled together in the tent until the commotion outside died down. In the morning after, they found 30 to 40-pound boulders that had been thrown around the tent. They packed up and left, shaken but unharmed. While there have been no confirmed sightings of skinwalkers, some believe that these mysterious creatures may exist in remote areas. The Navajo Nation, where skinwalker legends originated, discourages non-Navajo people from entering their lands out of respect for their beliefs and traditions. It's important to be sensitive to different cultures and beliefs and to avoid trespassing on sacred land. These stories serve as a reminder to always be respectful when visiting Native American reservations, and to never enter restricted areas. The Navajo people have a rich culture and history, and it's our responsibility to protect and preserve it. If you're interested in learning more about the Navajo Nation and their culture, I encourage you to visit their website and explore the resources available. You can also support the Navajo people by purchasing authentic Navajo crafts and artwork directly from their website. Let's work together to ensure that the Navajo Nation's culture and traditions are respected and honored for generations to come. There's no need to be afraid if you hear chains dragging metal moans in the middle of the night while camping, because it's probably just a skinwalker trying to steal your dog and kill you. Or maybe it was just some teenagers messing around. But seriously, guys, don't go camping. There are so many things that could go wrong. You could get lost, injured, or worse. Plus, you have to deal with annoying things like bugs, dirt, and uncomfortable sleeping arrangements. Just stay home and watch Netflix. But if you do decide to go camping, here are some tips to help you survive a Skinwalker attack. First, bring a weapon with you, like a gun or a bow and arrow. Skinwalkers are said to be able to shapeshift, so you'll need to be able to defend yourself against multiple attackers. Also, bring some holy water or a crucifix. Skinwalkers are said to be repelled by religious symbols, so these can help keep them away. Finally, be careful around water. Skinwalkers are said to be most active near water sources, so avoid camping near lakes or rivers if possible. If you do find yourself in danger, though, don't panic. Stay calm and try to fight back. Skinwalkers are said to be vulnerable to silver, so anything silver, whether it's jewelry or a belt buckle, can help you defend yourself. Just be sure to hit them with the point of the weapon, because that's apparently the only way to actually kill them. If you're able to escape, run to higher ground and keep running until you see daylight. Skinwalkers are said to be nocturnal, so they'll be less active during the day. Just remember to stay vigilant, because skinwalkers have been known to stalk their prey for days before striking. And if you do manage to survive an encounter with a skinwalker, be sure to tell everyone you meet, because nobody will believe you otherwise. After all, skinwalkers are said to be incredibly elusive, and their attacks are so rare that many people think they're just made up. So if you want to be taken seriously, you'll need to be prepared for some disbelief. Just remember that your experience is valid and that you did everything you could to survive a truly terrifying ordeal. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and comment. We'll see you next time.